was diagnosed with leukemia, which is a type of blood cancer. And because of that, I ended up in the hospital. And I don't remember a lot of what happened back then, and it's not like there was much good to remember or interesting, to be honest. But there are two things I remember very clearly. Looking to my left and seeing a red bag of blood hanging, giving me life, given freely by someone who had gone out and donated. And looking at the bright faces of volunteers who made those sad, long days at the hospital much happier and shorter.
In some ways, we have all been affected by illness or injury, which is why we should all want to volunteer and help alleviate the struggle that affects so many. Through personal experience and research, our group has become very passionate and very knowledgeable about this topic, which is why today we're here to talk about it. There are numerous ways to volunteer in the healthcare system, many of which require little but have such a profound impact. Today we will touch on the huge need there is for volunteers in healthcare, the many different ways there are to volunteer, and there is something for everyone, and then the great impact volunteering in healthcare has. Now Andrew will touch on the huge need for volunteers.
As Katie said, there's a huge need for volunteering. I will explain the different ways volunteering is needed and done. The first way is through blood and plasma donation. Blood and plasma is used for many things, including surgery, cancer, and burn treatments, as well as other accidents that happen. This is the most common form of volunteering. According to the Red Cross website, you can donate blood every 56 days and donate plasma every 28, otherwise it's a little unsafe. According to the Red River Valley Blood Center, 1 in every 7 hospital patients needs blood for their treatment. Luckily, bodily fluids are not the only thing one can donate. Time is also very important. By giving up your time, you can bring compassion, love, and happiness to a patient. These patients at hospitals often feel isolated and very lonely, and possibly depressed after their treatments. But being able to socialize with them warms their heart, especially for the vulnerable population of the youth and the elderly, which makes up most of hospital populations. And now that we've discussed the need for volunteering, Katie will discuss how to get involved in the volunteering process.
Okay, so as you can already guess, we're pretty much going to touch on 2 main ways to volunteer. First, there is your time or skills. So from volunteer opportunities at Sanford Health, some different ways to do this are playing with kids in the pediatric unit, helping families in the family room in the intensive care unit, being a healing arts volunteer, which is simply just doing arts and crafts with the patients, or doing something as simple as playing piano in the reception area. So needless to say, there are many ways you can make a difference, and there really is something for everyone. So the requirements to do this are you must simply be 17 years or older. You must be able to communicate in English, which obviously we can all do. You must have a flu vaccine during the flu season, and then you cannot be volunteering because of court mandated hours, simply because of security reasons. Finally, you must be committed to at least 50 hours of service, which might sound like a lot, but really only comes down to 3 to 4 hours a week, which is very doable. Secondly, I'm going to talk about bodily resources, which sounds odd, but essentially just comes down to donating blood. So from redcrossblood.org, there are 3 main types of blood people donate. You can either donate whole blood, which is just normal blood, contains all the components, and the universal donor of blood is the type O negative, because they're able to donate to anyone, and anyone can receive their blood. So they are very sought after. Additionally, if you have the blood type AB positive, that is actually the rarest. So they are also very sought after because it is always best to receive your own type of blood for donation. Additionally, you can also donate platelets, which are essentially small bits in the blood that help improve clotting, which can be very helpful for people in the hospital to help clot their injuries and just improve health faster. Additionally, you can also donate plasma, which is just the clear watery substance in the blood that helps it flow. So, and donating is really easy. All it does is it takes around an hour of your time average. It's not hard. And then, some different requirements to donate blood are that you cannot be on any antibiotics, though most other medications are all right. You must be at least 110 pounds, though there are additional height and weight requirements if you are under 18. Additionally, there are extra weight requirements if you are a girl under 5'6" or a man under 5 foot. And then one other thing that might restrict you from donating is just travel to certain countries only because of concern about malaria. And then you cannot have any active infections or bloodborne illnesses. It might sound like a lot of picky requirements, but it's just to keep everyone safe throughout the process and donate good, viable blood. And bottom line, most people are totally able to donate, and the requirements only touch a few. So now Kayla will touch on the profound impact this has.
So now that we've discussed how you can donate, we can discuss the effect that it will have on others. Primarily with donating blood and other resources such as that, you help the patients. This may seem obvious, but there are many people, like Andrew said, that need blood in the hospital daily, and that will really help. And donating blood can actually help the donator as well. There are actually 5 things that donating blood can do for a person. If you donate blood often, you get your blood checked, and it can actually tell you if you have something wrong going on in your body with the blood, which is a huge plus in my opinion. And in second, when you donate blood, you're actually getting rid of iron, which can build up and which, as you may know, is not a good thing. And third, you can actually reduce heart attacks by donating blood, which goes in the same vein as getting rid of iron. And fifth, you reduce other cardiac problems along with heart. You actually get a sense of significance, which is something that not a lot of people expect. Donating blood is not the same as donating money or something materialistic like that. Donating blood is going out and giving something that you can actually, that you know will go and help. And so that makes a lot of people feel very good about themselves. Now we can talk about volunteering and time and skills that will go into why volunteering is good. So as you may know, volunteering your time and skills with people like patients is actually very helpful, especially on those long days when there's not much interesting happening in a very boring hospital. You can brighten their days, and you can even stave off depression. And in a study done by J.E. Wheeler, K.M. Gorey, and B. Greenblatt in 1998, it was proven in a study of elderly patients and volunteers that both the patients and the volunteers were affected positively. The patients by getting their days brightened, and the volunteers by getting a sense of significance, much similar to that of donating blood. So as you can see, both are positive, and now Andrew will summarize.
In conclusion, volunteering in healthcare has a profound impact on individuals and can be done in a variety of different ways. Today we have discussed the need for volunteering, ways to volunteer, and the effects that volunteering has. We hope that we have shown you the importance of volunteering, that volunteering has on individual lives. I'd like to say this before we sum up the rest of it too. Volunteering is great because anyone can do it. There's no demographic that says you can't, this certain group of people can't. It's all up to like health issues. But just remember, go out and volunteer. Your impact is probably greater than you